Now, good morning, dear students. Welcome to today's class. In today's class, we'll discuss a new chapter that is accounting equation. So, what is accounting equation? Accounting equation signifies that the assets of a business are always equals to total of great capital, that is owner's claim, and liability, that is outsider's claim. It means the assets of a business will always equals to total amount of capital and the liability of the business. So accounting equation is statement of equality between debit and credit. So here the accounting equation will shown the assets will always equals to total capital and liability. So the above equation can express as follows: assets will equals to liability plus capital. So what are the assets? I hope we had already discussed the assets in our basic accounting terms. So assets equals to cash, account receivable like debtors, inventories, machineries, furniture. These are the various assets of a business. Now comes towards the liabilities, that is outsiders equity or outsiders funds, outsiders liability. So this is what account payable like creditors, short-term loan or borrowing, long-term loan or debt. These are various examples of liabilities. Now comes towards the owner's equity. Owner's equity is also known as capital or retained earning. So this is what owner's equity. So here the equation shows assets will always equals to liability plus capital. Now comes towards the process of preparing accounting equation. So let's discuss about the process of preparing accounting equation. So first step, analyzing the transactions thoroughly. Every transaction involves at least two aspects of accounts, that is assets, liability, capital, revenue and expenses. So out of these five, at least two transactions, at least two items or two aspects should be available in one transactions. And then comes towards the second steps, that is analysis the effect of transactions in two accounts, that is assets, liabilities, capital, revenue or expenses stated above. For example, purchase furniture in cash. In these transactions, two accounts of furniture and cash effect is furniture increased and cash decreased. So in this example, right now I've told you that each transactions at its effect two accounts. Okay, so with the help of this example, that is purchase furniture for cash, so here we are getting furniture by paying cash. So it affects one transaction, that is purchase furniture for cash, affects two account, that is furniture and cash. And now comes towards the step 3, that is record the effect on relevant side of the equation. Relevant side, that means asset side or liabilities or capital side. So we'll have to record this effect of these transactions in relevant side of the equation. Now comes towards the effects of transactions on accounting equations. So business transactions like purchase of goods, payment of salaries, cash received from customers may affect either both the sides of the equations or one side of the equations only, by both increasing and decreasing it by equal amount. Whether or whatever the amount will increase or decrease in both the side with the same amount. So let's discuss how it affect the equation. So first one, that is transactions affecting two items, and second one, that is transactions affecting more than two items. So let's proceed towards the transactions affecting two items. It means one transactions affect only two items. So how? Let's see. Transactions affecting opposite sides are first one, case one, increase in assets, increase in capital. Introductions of capital by proprietor increases assets and also capital. So when we provide certain amount of capital into a business, so it affects two sides, that is asset side also or equals to capital or liability side also. So whenever the proprietor introduce the capital into the business, assets will increase, that means cash will increase, and capital will also be increased. And now comes towards the case 2, that is increase in assets, increase in liability. How? We just see the example when we purchase goods in credit. So your goods or stock in asset side will increases, and you are purchasing the commodities in credit, that's why your liability or creditor will also be increased. And now let's proceed towards the another case 3, that is decrease in assets, decrease in capital. When you are drawing the amount of money for your personal purpose, so it may decrease the amount of cash as well as the capital. So this is a good example for decrease in assets and decrease in capital. Now proceed towards the case number 4, decrease in assets, decrease in liability. So transactions of payment to a creditor decrease assets, also decrease the liability. And now let's proceed towards the transaction affecting same side but in opposite directions. So right now I've told you that assets will always equals to liabilities plus capital. So one side is assets and another side is liability and capital. So right now we have discussed that the transaction affecting uh, both the sides. In these four cases, transactions affecting opposite sides, that means asset sides and liability and capital sides. And now let's proceed towards the transaction affecting same side but in opposite direction. It means we are the transactions which affecting the same side, it means assets or liability and capital, isn't it? So transactions are affecting on asset side only or transactions affecting on liability and capital side only. So increase in assets, let's proceed towards the case number 5, increase in one assets and decrease in another assets. Like you are selling the commodities in cash, so your stock being decreased and assets will automatically, it means cash will automatically increased. So with this help of example we can understand how in one side or same side the transaction affect in opposite directions. And now let's proceed towards the case number 6, that is decrease in one liability and increase in another liability. It means when we are paying the or uh, settlement of one liability may create another liability. Like if you wants to settle the creditors on issuing of bills of exchange like bills payable, so you are creating one liability for paying off the another liability like creditors. And now let's proceed the point number 2, that is transactions affecting more than two items of accounting equations, that is balance sheet. Some transactions affect more than two items of accounting equation. For example, when a sale of assets is made in cash for rupees 10,000, it made the cost of 8,000 plus profit, that is 2,000. So cost of goods sold, that is 2,000 reduces assets of stock, and another assets of cash increases what 10,000, and capital increases by the profit of 2,000. Here sorry, here we'll have to made 8,000. This is what our cost of goods sold, that means 8,000 commodities that we are selling, and we are getting the amount of 10,000 after sale, and 2,000 is what a profit for us. So this 8,000 will reduces this from stock. This 10,000 will add in a cash, and this 2,000 will add in a capital. So it should be noted that profit increases the capital and losses decreases it. So this is a good example of transactions affecting more than two items. It means here you can see these transactions, that means the goods sold in profit affects cash, stock and capital. So right now we have discussed that our transaction affecting two items, but here with the help of these transactions we have understood that one transaction can affect more than two item. So that's all for the time being. and the practical portions that we will discuss in our online classes, and theoretical portions being discussed in this video lecture. So I hope you all have understood the process of accounting equation and theoretical aspects of accounting equation. Remember one thing, in this chapter you all have to know very well the concept of assets, liabilities and capital. Only with the help of this equation, that is assets will equals to liabilities plus capital, you can solve the practical portions. So that's all for the time being. Thank you all.